information is caught, not taught. Right? Information is caught, not taught. Like you could all be sitting in the same room. We could all be sitting in the same class, listen to the same thing. And all of us are going to hear different messages. We're going to pick up something that's different because you got to catch it. You got to be like, oh, that was what I needed. You take it and then you go and implement it. But again, message today, teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. Teamwork makes the dream work. Deanna had it in there. She said, separate herself. That's right. That was the last message that ET just said. Are you separating yourself? Are you separating yourself from the average, from the masses, from the mediocre, from the status quo? Are you separating yourself from that? A mentor of mine used to always ask, or when people would say the saying, or say the line like, I'm doing all right, like I'm doing fine. A lot of times, like when you're talking about money, like, you know, you want to make more, but you don't really want to kind of put yourself out there to say that you need to make more money. You'll say, no, I make enough, like I'm doing all right. And he used to always say, compared to who? Right? You're doing all right compared to who? Like, who are you comparing yourself to? You comparing yourself to the person that doesn't have a job? Sure, you're doing better than them. But are you comparing yourself to the person that's 10 years ahead of you, or $500,000 ahead of you at the same stage in life? Like, who do you compare yourself to? Right? How do you separate yourself? Do you get around the masses? Do you get around the people that are doing average work and you just copy and do what they do? Or do you get around the people that are already growing, that are the hardest workers, that are at the top of their game, and you model them and you copy them? Regardless, teamwork makes the dream work. Teamwork. A lot of times when we go down this path of designing the life that we want, of being in business, of all those types of things, we try to do this ourselves. We try to come in and do this all by ourselves, self-made, right? We try to say, okay, I'm gonna, bootstrap this. I'm gonna make sure that I get the resources and I start the business and me, all me. That's how we think a lot of times as we go down that path, as we start going down that path of designing the life that we want. But here's something I learned really early, ladies and gentlemen. Business is a team sport. Business is a team sport. Life is a team sport. Take it scripturally. We're called to fellowship. We're called to be around people. So business is also a team sport. It's not an individual sport. So you have to develop your team. You have to know what that looks like. You got to already have in your mind, who would you need to support you in your team? Who would you be around? That's the point that ET was making. That like, okay, are you going to get around the person that's the best in practice? That's the dog in practice, that shows up, that leaves late, that comes early, that works hard? Is that the person you're going to come alongside and be like, hey, I want to learn from you. I want to be around you so that can rub off on me. I'm going to go find the best possible person to be on my team, to be around me, that I can be around so I can learn from them. Versus the other side, just going on after the mediocre person, the average person, the person we feel the most comfortable with. That doesn't always grow us. But in a team setting and understanding, you have to build a team. Your life will progress if you can build a team, a support system, people around you. Business, yes, but also in life, just having a team of people, what we call a board of advisors. Who advises you on your finances? Who advises you on your health? Who advises you in your relationships? Who advises you in your marriage or in your spiritual life? Like having people that are around, a team of people that help you maneuver through life from a personal standpoint, or if you're building a business, who's on your team and helping you move your business forward. Hopefully, if you are building a business, you're reaching up. You're reaching up to the team. I would give this example to some people that come into business with us. I often say Steve Jobs, when he was starting Apple, one of the first people that he called was the CEO of Pepsi. That was one of his first phone calls, was the CEO of Pepsi. He called the CEO of Pepsi and said, hey, left him a message, said, hey, when you're ready to stop selling sugar water to kids and come work for a real company, you should come over here to Apple. We're building something. That was one of his first calls. He reached up. He knew the team he needed to have. He knew he needed to go after the CEO. Sometimes when we build businesses, we reach down. We go after the people that don't have it, or maybe we're kind of helping up, or we're giving a handout to. It's a different mindset. I want the best. I want to build with the best. I want to get around the best people. I want the best people on my team. I want the best advisors. Not that we don't help everyone, but like if you're building a team and you're thinking about designing the life you want, you got to reach up. You got to reach up. But this idea of teamwork is something that's incredibly important in your ability to be a champion, to grow, to get to the life that you want to. In our text, 177 Mental Toughness Secrets of the World Class, it says, world-class achievement requires teamwork. If you want to build anything big, if you want to achieve anything world-class, it's going to require a team. It says here, world-class performers learn to see their greatest achievements as team effort, as a team effort. They realize grand achievements demand more than any one person can deliver. They enlist other great performers to join the team and often give most of the credit for their achievements to these talented team members. They have graduated from the ego-driven stage of the self-made man or woman theory, realizing that there is no such thing. They love the admiration for their achievements, yet are more than happy to share the kudos with their teammates. This shared work/credit philosophy allows champions to take on big projects with bold visions. When they approach an opportunity, they think of the talent they will have to assemble to be successful, with little or no thought of who will get the credit for their success. Their worldview of achievement seems to be, it takes a village. In some cases, champions are the team leaders, yet they are willing to be subordinates if it serves the best interest of the project and/or makes the most sense strategically. In the minds of champions, hard work and achievement are the building blocks of any successful and happy life. Teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. I know it's corny, but it's true. Teamwork makes the dream work. If you have a solid team of people around you, it'll allow you to, what does it say? It says, take on these big projects with bold visions. You have a bold vision of your life. You have a destination. You can see these grand visions. You need people around. People, ladies and gentlemen, a team. You need people to help you get to those places. You can choose the people. That's the best part. This is your movie. Your life is your movie. You can pick the cast. You can pick the people that are your starring supporting roles. You can pick that. You can get rid of people. You can bring people on. But understand, this requires people. This requires teamwork. This requires a village. This requires you having people outside of you that are smarter than you and better than you in certain areas help guide you down that path. Do not feel like you can do this life by yourself. You cannot do this life by yourself. And when you start to elevate, when you start to take your life to that next level, it will require you to be around people. And probably, in all honesty, better people than we're around now. Whatever that means for you, right? I don't know if you've ever been put in this position, but I have, so that's why I can recall it. I've gotten invited to go like to a gym session, like work out with some people that are like heavy in fitness. And I don't know if you've ever gotten invited to a place like that. Like, you know, some people are real good in fitness and then they invite you like, hey, we should go work out at some point, right? And you go work out with them or you want to. Every time before I'm about to go, I'm like nervous because like I feel like they're going to outwork me in the gym. Like this is what they do. I'm not always in the gym. I go to the gym, but I'm not like a fitness nut. But because I want to get to that place, the people that I choose to put myself around, they are. And so then when they invite me to this place, I'm uncomfortable because I believe like, oh man, they're going to show me up in the gym. I'm gonna look weak. It's not going to feel good. But those are the people that I require to be on my team. So it pulls me in that direction. It's uncomfortable, but that's the direction my life is moving. And that's what we all have to be able to do, is you have to put yourself in a position where the team that you surround yourself with, you're supporting past, they're better than you in certain areas. It doesn't have to be every area, but there's some area that they're a little more conscious of their health. They might keep you a little bit more on track when it comes to your fitness or your health. They might be a little bit further ahead of you in their financial life or in their business life. So that they might be able to guide you or pull you down the path. Or when you're thinking about going to that family event or taking that time off, they pull you back because they're more entrepreneurial. So they can tell you, they can calibrate you and be like, hey, I don't know if you should go do that when you got all these things in business you said you want to get done. What if you got that done? That team that you surround yourself with needs to pull you. It needs to be uncomfortable. They need to push you. They can't be the people that keep you comfortable, right? That rub your back, that say, hey, it's okay. You'll get them tomorrow. You'll get them the next day. Like, no, we got to do this today. And so if you want to achieve anything great and the things that you're going after in your life right now, designing the life that you want is a great feat. That's greatness. Most people don't do that. The majority of people don't get a chance to design the life that they want. So the fact that we are, that puts you in a different category. You're achieving, you're going after greatness. So that means you need to develop a team around you that can support you down that path. This life is not meant to be done alone. You have to work with people. You have to build with people. In your financial life, right? You got to collaborate with people. You have to talk with people. It's the way that this works. So I always want to stress this point of teamwork. There's no self-made anything. We are a collection of the people, the interactions, the experiences, the information, the wisdom that gets passed down, that gets transferred to us. It takes a village. So you got to start finding your village. You got to start finding your village. This quote says, what is the recipe for successful achievement? To my mind, there are just 4 major essential ingredients. Choose a career you love, give it your best, give it the best you have in you, seize your opportunities, and be a member of a team. If you feel like you're out on an island, you're kind of figuring this thing out yourself, I would encourage you to lock up with some people, get on a team, get a common goal, a shared mission, if you have the big vision, if you have the big goal, if you have, right, the thing that you want to get to, then you have to enroll people in your vision. You have to bring the teamwork aspect. You have to be in a leadership position where you are picking your team. You're saying, hey, here's the vision, and these are the skill sets and the people I need around me to help us all go to this place. And then you got to start keeping your eyes open for the people that you need. You got to start keeping your eyes open for the conversations that will lead you to the people that you need. There's a book I recommend. It's called Who Not How. Who Not How. I think it's written by Dan Sullivan. I think it's Dan Sullivan is the author. Who Not How. But basically the premise of that book, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly what the title says. Sometimes we are bogged down in the how. How can I do something? How do I make this happen? How do I build this business? How do I get my finances right? How do I build this, whatever? But really the question that we should be asking is who? Who do I know that has this skill set? Who do I know that has this information? Who do I know that can take on this task? Who do I know that would be a great fit on this team? It's a who question. That goes back to the teamwork idea. If it's a who thing, then you're really just thinking about who do I need around me? I want to get better in my health. Who do I know that's good in their health? Who do I know that I can get around that can impart some information on me? It's the who, not necessarily the how. This points our brain to the teamwork side of things. That lets you see that it's more than just you. You are, right? You need more than just you to get to your goals. You need more than just you. You need help. You need advice. You need guidance. You need to be able to bounce ideas off of other people. You need to have a mastermind group. You need to have people that inspire you, that pull you. You need to have people that push you in the right direction. You need to have people that are, again, doing better than you in areas. I keep going back to that point because I don't think we all understand how uncomfortable that can be. It's uncomfortable when you are the poorest person in your circle. It's uncomfortable when you make 50 grand a year and all of your closest peer network makes $200,000 a year. That's uncomfortable. They're going to do things and say things that you can't participate in just yet. So the natural inclination is, well, let me just go back to the people that do make 50 grand a year. Let me just hang out with them because at least I feel comfortable with them. At least we do the same stuff. At least we're on the same level. But then that's what our lives reflect. And then our lives stay at that place and we become the average of those 5 people. So instead, pushing ourselves to be uncomfortable every day to say, you know what? I need to get around better people. I need to get around new environments. I need to build a better team, a team that actually inspires me. Right? There's a meme floating around on social that says, like, if you look around and your circle doesn't inspire you, it's a cage. Right? If you look around, your circle doesn't inspire you, you're actually in a cage. Right? So like the people around you should inspire you. The people around you should be like, hey, like, man, I got to work a little bit harder. I got to push myself a little bit more. They're really getting after their goals and dreams. They're really designing the life that they want. I'm gonna float towards that direction. I'm gonna make them a part of my team so that we can all build together. Teamwork makes the dream work, ladies and gentlemen. Action step for today says create a dream list of the 10 people you would most like to serve on your team. If you could draw it up exactly how you want it, you're building an organization, you're building a mission, you're building a not-for-profit, you're building anything, right? You're designing the life that you want. Create the list, the dream list of the 10 people who you would most like to serve on your team. What skill sets do they have? What disposition do they have? How friendly are they? What's their network like? What do they do? You got to start thinking about these types of things. And it says next to each name, list the reasons you selected that person. Make this list even if you don't have a major project in mind. This is literally just you writing down, who would I be around? Who would I get on my team? Who would I listen to? Who would I want to inspire me? Who already currently inspires me? And write that down. It says the simple act of identifying these people will set off a series of thought processes that will lead you to the perfect project for this team. If you just start thinking about the people you want to be around, want to be in business with, want to take information from, want to be pushed by, led by, in fellowship with, it's going to help you start to see the opportunities that are out there that maybe a project can fit for them. So go out there, build a team, ladies and gentlemen. World-class achievement requires teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. You guys got to know that you need people around you. Hopefully we can be a source of inspiration for you. Hopefully we can be somebody that you continue to listen to, take information from, take heed to this, apply this information, apply this knowledge, pass it along to other people. Hopefully we can inspire that for you. But in your life, you have to go out, you have to find those people to get around, to build your team. It's too crowded down here at the bottom, guys. It's time to get to the top of this thing. Love you guys. I want y'all to win. You deserve it. You deserve to have a big team. You deserve to have people support you. You deserve to design the life that you want. You deserve it. So go out there and make it happen. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy this time. I don't know if you're off from work or whatever. Take time, relax, do some things that rejuvenate you. Let's jump back on Monday. I think Carlene's going to be giving you the message on Monday. We'll go from there. So enjoy your weekend, guys. Take care. Love y'all.